Oblivion isn't the tallest roller coaster, it isn't the fastest, and by today's standards it shouldn't even be that scary, but somehow it still is, because Oblivion doesn't rely on speed or loops, it relies on fear. In 1998, Alton Towers built the world's first vertical drop roller coaster, and they designed it to do one thing incredibly well, and that was to make you freeze. Today I'm going to explain why Oblivion is one of the world's scariest rides ever built, and why that moment hanging over the edge messes with your brain more than almost any other coaster does. The question is, why is Oblivion so different? Well, before Oblivion, roller coasters followed a simple rule. You climb a hill, and you drop, and everything happens fast enough that your brain doesn't have time to think. Oblivion broke that rule. Instead of rushing you over the edge, it stops you on the edge. It lifts you slowly, it turns you forward, and then it holds you there, staring straight down into a black hole. That pause isn't an accident, it's the entire point of the ride. Let's talk about the psychology of that drop. The moment over the edge is terrifying for one simple reason. Your brain hates uncertainty. When you're flying through loops and turns, your body reacts instinctively. But when Oblivion stops, your brain takes over. You have time to think. You see how steep the drop is. You feel how exposed you are, and your survival instincts kick in. Your brain is screaming that this is a mistake, I need to get off, even though you know you're safe. Oblivion doesn't scare you with speed, it scares you by giving you time to be afraid. When Oblivion opened in 1998, nothing like it existed in the UK, in Europe, or even the world. This was the world's first vertical drop roller coaster, a full 90 degrees straight down. At the time, many people generally believed it was too extreme, and some people were that afraid they would not ride it. The idea of hanging riders over a vertical drop felt dangerous, even reckless, and that fear is exactly what has made Oblivion famous. It wasn't just a ride, it was a challenge. And could people face that challenge and ride Oblivion? Let's talk about the black hole effect. And then there's the tunnel, the black hole effect. That dark pit at the bottom of the drop isn't just for show, it hides the track. You don't know how far you're falling. You don't know what comes next. Your brain fills in the blanks and it always imagines something worse. The drop feels longer than it actually is, faster than it really is, more intense than the numbers would suggest. Oblivion proves something important. Fear isn't about height, speed, it's all about what you can't see. So why does Oblivion still work today and have such huge appeal? Modern roller coasters are taller, faster, and more complex than Oblivion, but very few of them feel as intimidating. That's because many rides focus on spectacular. Oblivion doesn't. Oblivion focuses on psychology. It strips everything back to one moment. That pause, that silence, that drop. And that's why, even after decades of new coasters, Oblivion still holds its reputation and is an extremely popular ride at the Alton Towers resort. Here is the strange thing about Oblivion. If you look at the stats on paper, it shouldn't stand out. It shouldn't be as popular as it is at the Alton Towers resort. It's not the tallest, it's not the fastest, and it doesn't even last that long. But statistics don't measure fear. Oblivion succeeds because it understands something that most rides ignore. Anticipation is more powerful than action. The scariest part of the ride isn't the drop, it's the waiting. That moment when everything goes quiet, when the train stops, and your body realises there's no turning back. You can't get off now. Oblivion doesn't try to overwhelm you, it lets your imagination do the work. Oblivion doesn't scare you with height, speed, or inversions. It simply confronts you with fear. It forces you to face fear head on and then drops you straight through it. So next time you're hanging over the edge, remember, it was designed that way. Have you ridden Oblivion? Were you brave enough? What are your thoughts on the ride? Is it worth the hype? Do you still get terrified at the edge when you're just waiting for that drop? If you haven't ridden Oblivion yet, would you ride it now, especially knowing how it messes with your brain when you're over that edge and there is no turning back? If you have enjoyed this video, please look out for our other ones and like and subscribe to the channel, as we have many more ride vlogs coming up, and as soon as the seasons open in the UK we'll be visiting many theme parks and other attractions across the UK, so stay tuned and thanks for watching.